Hello, I'm Sue Wilkinson, and I'm introducing these readings from one of the Grasmere dialect plays, On Second Thoughts by Eleanor Rawnsley, née Simpson. This is the fourth short podcast I've produced based on research I conducted at the University of Cumbria. The Grasmere dialect plays, produced almost annually between 1905 and 1937, are written entirely in local Westmorland dialect. They were acted by Grasmere villagers to rave reviews in the local and national press. Romantic relationships and potential marriages are at the centre of each play. The marriage plot is one of the oldest narrative structures in literary history, and Rawnsley uses it to very good effect. Marriages are delayed by romantic triangles, clumsy suitors, meddling relatives, and sometimes disparities of age or status. Obstacles are met and overcome. Romance triumphs in the end. There are 37 marriage proposals across Rawnsley's 9 plays. You're going to hear 2 of them, both from the 1924 version of the play On Second Thoughts. These readings, as you'll hear, were performed in front of a live audience at the Armitt Museum, Ambleside, on the 13th of August 2025. They accompanied a talk I gave on the Grasmere dialect plays in the Armitt's Lunchtime Talk series, and they were recorded by Ian Curtin Sound. The readers are all members of the Lakeland Dialect Society. Jean Scott Smith, the Society's president, plays the female lead, and John Campbell, the male. Other parts are played by Philip Gate and Louise Green. The first reading is, unusually, a proposal from a woman, Dinah, to a man, Gawain. It's unexpected, and at first Gawain does not recognise it as a proposal. Dinah's been struggling to manage her farm, the Bield, since her father's death, and she sees marriage to Gawain as a possible solution. As you'll hear, Gawain is not so sure. He fears he is too old for her.
Why, Gawain, I never cracked eyes on you coming.
Aye, we mind good odd days, Sarah, when everybody allus did read.
Oh, Gawain, we were just speaking on you, and I was wishing you would land up.
Well, now I've come. You can have a bit of a crack.
I'll be wanting a few more sieves, Sarah, and happen you could find a rose or two in back garden.
Aye.
Has been clipping a few odd sheep with Mr. Munder. Well, and what's that'll, Dinah? Who's they selling? Who's things going on?
That's right enough. No, but I get a bit downhearted at times.
Nay, what does nae sense i' that? The one keep the hair to the shoon, whatever cuz. What's the dear? What's wrong?
Nay, it's just at now it seems right. I had Mr. Otley, the lawyer, here today.
Well, there's nowt wrong about brass, is there?
Nay,
Not lands, not mortgage, no naebody's astride at rigging, or out.
nay, father's willed it to me all in order. But Gawain, I's bothered to know how I can keep it right. I said as much to Mr. Otley, and he
He will?
he said it wouldn't be likely a woman could manage spot right without help of a man. Gawain, it was 7 o'clock this morning afore men were in hay.
Thou never says. 7 o'clock? Whatever is the world coming to?
And everybody's saying I mun have a man on spot, even Mr. Otley.
Lawyer chap?
He says, see you know, and he
Aye?
asked if he could come. I never have that man in house again.
What did he ax?
He asked if I would wed him.
Wed him? Ha! And he would come and manage farm? This cap's out. What does a lawyer chap think as him now but sheep and land? Dinah, I's thinking he knows that there's some brass come to the wit farm. Aye, where seeds that, craws'll come.
Aye, I thought it happened was that.
And what does to say to him?
I was sae bothered and moidered. We gone through figures and papers and gear, and I fairly lost me temper with him. Him to dare to hint at such a thing, to me.
That's a good job. He'll not be troubling you again. Nay, I shouldn't like to see such a chap as him i' the father spot. But, Sister Dinah, thou mun bethink thysel, if there's not somebody thou could fancy. For John Ottley is in to read thinking that they'll need a man to help thee.
But as not wanting a stranger i' father's pot.
That's fine talking, but thou knaws a husband's nearn so bad to deal wi' if he's to read mak a man. Thou should pick Janet knaws a thing or two. Janet can tell a good Herdwick yow when he sees it, and knaws summat of Ayrshire coos and sic like. Aye, and Janet'll be a good hand at laking after men and lads. What, Spot'll soon get out of fettle.
But no, Gowan, you've had experience. Tell me how was to do about men and lads.
Why, it's a curious thing, but has far mair bothered with women folk nor with men.
Women? But you a housekeeper makes you very comfortable, doesn't she?
Aye, comfortable enough, for 22 year come Martinmas. But what she's up to now, thinkster, she's gone to get herself wed. Sic a ridiculous notion. She's given me notice, and it's to gang off at term. Has fair cap to think what she's wanting wi' a husband. She'll have no mair use for a husband at all woman at top of helm.
Then you'll have to be looking out for a housekeeper if Mary's gone off.
Aye, and it's a very bothering matter picking. I should say it's a very taptious job, I know.
I suppose your sister wouldn't come and live with you at Stanford?
Elizabeth? Nay, she's set her mind to living with me nevy Kit. She's nobbut waiting to get a letter to gang off to live in New Zealand. Nay, I don't know what does to do. I was getting hour old and setting my ways to tack wheel with changes. Nay, I can manage men folk right enough, but women's altogether different.
Well, I don't seem to be a dab hand at managing either. Men or lassies. Folks all say I mun have somebody.
Aye, but don't as folk is ready to say out. What will put 2 and 2 together any time, and mak 5 or 6 at least. They let the tongues wag o'er fast. Aye, I reckon every tongue i Langford tings at middle and wags at both ends. I did hear that they'd been saying on't in village that me and thee were to make a match on't. Sick tales. Me and thee.
Gowan, as thinking, if you've a mind, it'll be likely have to come to that. Nay, I don't know, but I was thinking I would far rather have you managed farm than anybody in these parts.
Oh, I was ready enough to help with farm.
But I mean, St. Mary's leaving, happen you'll not mind so much. And after we're wedded...
Wed? Whatever is the thinking of? Wed me and thee?
Aye, if you're willing, Gowan.
But Dinah, sister now, as getting up in years, thou need a younger, lisher man about spot.
You're younger than me father, and I've always been used to older folk.
But I never thought to get wed. I's not so young as I have been, and...
But you're hale and hearty, and it's your years that's given you experience and a heat to manage.
Did you mean me to leave Stanford? Nay, my ain spot. Nay, I couldn't leave Stanford. Why, I's lived there, man and lad, 60 years and mair.
But your housekeeper's gone, you know, so you'll have to have a bit of a change.
Aye, Mary's gone. That has slipped out of my mind.
There's nobody knows father's ways it's same as you.
Nay, there isn't. Well, I'll think on't, Dinah. I'll think on't. I can't say nae mair nor that. I don't like thou seeing the fadder farm gadoon, but I'll think on't. It's not a matter to be hurried o'er, isn't this? Aye. Why, happen I'll be laking in a bit later on. I mun think. Hello, Sarah. Is Mrs. about?
She's nobbut just gone into th' house to see your sister. Should I tell her you want her?
Ah, you can say I want to have a word with her. And quiet.
Oh, what's up now?
I mun say it right off afore I change my mind. I shall cut a like it time, I reckon, when I've getten seasoned to thought.
Now you've gotten back, Gawain.
Aye, I thought it over, Dinah, and I've come to say, I've come round to thy way of thinking, and I'll do it.
Not if you're not wanting it, Gawain.
Nay, I've come round to thy way of thinking. I've been a bit bothered to see through all things have been gone, and I was wanting to do my duty by the father. So I'll come and look after thee and after the spot. Me and thee's allus been good friends, and we'll keep good friends after we're wed. I can't say near man or that.
The second reading, from later in the play, reveals what happens when Kit, Gawain's nephew, returns unexpectedly from New Zealand, where he's gone to make his fortune.
Dinner, I's fund you at lang last. I've been lighting up at Beeld and found you Albert spot.
Why, Kit, I didn't know you were back.
Well, I's nobbut just comed. But wanted to see you, Dinah. Right away. I've something to say to you. Something to ask you, Dinah. Do you think, well, you could ever change your mind? And, well, wed me?
Kit, whatever are you saying?
I know I's not had experience same as my uncle, but Dinah, I've thought on you for years and years, long afore I went to New Zealand, and I's always been wanting to tell you.
Nay, Kit, I can't even listen to this maca talk.
Hey, but I wouldn't tell you.
Nay, you know that I's promised to Gawain. Think on, Kit.
Oh, nay, but...
If you care at all, you'll say nae mair, and not Max, it's so hard for me to do what's right.
Oh, Dinah, then it is hard for you.
Nay, I never said that.
But Dinah, I should have told you first. It was me uncle had sent me to Beeld to find you.
Whatever are you meaning?
It's his wish that I should ask you. And I was to say, he sent me, and that second thoughts is sometimes best. Oh, you never think I'd have said out if you hadn't said I could come.
Do you mean, Kit, that Gawain's not keeping me till me promise? You've seen him?
Aye, and he's wanting you to tack me instead of him.
He's wanting it.
Hey, Dinah, and I've been waiting so long afore I could eben tell you how I was wanting it. It's what I've been thinking on for years. Won't you think on't?
Gawain's right. Second thoughts is sometimes best. Hey, Kit, I think I've been wanting you to know.
Hello, Kit and Dinah.
It's all right, Uncle. You've not made a mistake this time.
Now this is somewhat like. Dinah, what I's right glad of this. Dost thou not think at young un 'll do far better than at old un? No, thou send 'em together.
Hey, I do believe you've been wanting it all time. Gawain, when you made me write letter and all.
Well, thou's suited, Dinah. That's main point, and Kit's suited, and I's suited. This is happiest day of my life. Has the fixed day, Kit?
Well, what do you think, Dinah? As soon as may be? Aye. Why, happen a month come Wednesday, yeah? And I'll tell the rector to start asking a Sunday. Well, if you and my mother's willing, Uncle.
Aye.